Mike smiling this time. His cat and mother.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. How many times have you packed for a flight the night before, hours before you're supposed to leave, and not have any of the right clothing? Or packed and it be 70 pounds instead of 50? So today I want to share my insights on how to make packing less stressful and easier so you can start your trip a lot more happier. Whether you're packing for a weekend trip to Santa Cruz or a month-long trip to Europe, you're going to need to pack the appropriate clothing. So I believe this topic is relevant to all of us. The first step to packing a suitcase is gathering information about where you're traveling to. You're going to need to know the weather, the type of terrain, the environment you're in. Knowing what activities you're going to be doing is going to be really helpful as well. Sorry, hold on. After examining where you're going, it's time to create a packing list. You're going to need to count the nights and days for the correct amount of clothing items each. And then after creating the list, you're going to need to create for the right number for tees, for blouses, jeans, shoes, and etc. And then you're also going to need to create a list for toiletries like makeup and hairbrush, so a shampoo, conditioner, medications, eye cream, anything you're going to need while you're on your trip. After making the packing list, there's going to be 2 ways to actually finally start gathering your clothing from your closet. One first way is to start from your head and go all the way down to your feet. So thinking well, I need a baseball cap if I'm going to be out in the sun a lot, or maybe a beanie if I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the snow. And then going down again t-shirts, blouses, sweaters, jackets, jeans, etc. Or you can create more of outfit based for each day, especially if that's really helpful if you have itinerary based days. After gathering all necessary clothing, it's actually time to put it in the suitcase so it all looks perfect and pretty. There's 2 different types of techniques to do this. One technique is to create super neat folding, folding the t-shirts all one size. So I found out that my iPad is really awesome to act as a folding board, so I get everything super perfect and organized, all the same shape and everything. And then you just create piles with all t-shirts, all blouses, all sweaters, etc. Or you can use the rolling technique, which I learned from my grandma. So you just roll a t-shirt and fold it neatly and then roll it up into a little perfect cylinder. And then you can stack them so perfectly side by side that it super optimizes space and everything. And then for putting in your toiletries, you're gonna wanna put a layer of clothing and then your toiletries and then a layer of clothing, just so you avoid damaging of the toiletries and accidentally breaking them. A useful, helpful tip I learned from my mom is that you want to tape the toiletries and then put them in a separate plastic bag so they don't explode on your clothing or anything like that. After packing everything into the suitcase, the last and final step is weighing that baby if you're going to be flying. So if it's over 50 pounds, you're gonna have to go back to the drawing board, unzip it, and actually examine all your stuff all over again. Leading up to that, I think super common mistakes or misconceptions people have when packing is overpacking, although it sounds super simple. It's looking at your clothing and being am I gonna wear this when I get to my final destination? So packing only the necessities you're gonna need while you're there. And then another huge thing for watching the weight of your suitcase is getting the travel size toiletries, so they obviously weigh less. If you're going for a week or less business trip, you're not going to need a full bottle of shampoo and a full bottle of conditioner. So since all of us go places, whether near or far, packing correctly is essential to make your journey easier and more fun. So I think learning these few steps on how to pack and my few tidbits and advice I gave you today can help you make or break a traveling experience. So why not have a beautiful underweight suitcase with everything you need? Thank you for watching my presentation.